Now then, my friends, I'm in Blackpool once more. Oh man, I tell you what, I've said it before, nowadays everybody loves nostalgia because, let's be honest, the times that we're living in at the moment, a little bit challenging to say the least with things that are going on in the world. I think social media has got a lot to do with that. Controversial, as this is kind of, well, it's not really social media, this. It's a family channel, it's just a bit of fun. But the sights, the sounds, the smells, it just takes me back. I could close my eyes and I literally could be 6-year-old again with my mum and my dad, and you've got the sounds of the bingo, you got the trams, you got the seagull, you got the smell of fish and chips, the smell of donuts where you get, you know, your little bag of donuts, you put sugar on them, shake them up and you eat that, the candy floss, everything. Absolutely superb. It really does take me back to my childhood. And also the bingo calling as well, people calling bingo as you go by, and the little horse racing. Absolutely fantastic. I love it. And I tell you what, at the moment there's like hyperinflation going on, but I have to say, so far I've been here a day and I've looked around at prices, etc., and I have to say Blackpool still a fairly cheap holiday. Now let me just tell you, because I know we're going to get comments in there, oh, Blackpool this and Blackpool that. You know what, I've been around the world. I've been to Vegas, I've been to New York, I've been to Thailand before, I've been Kuala Lumpur, all over the place. Japan, however, you can always find something bad about every place, and you've got to look on the bright side. Always look on the bright side of life. That always comes to mind, doesn't it? Anyway, that's not why we're here, because we're here for fish and chips, because when I was a kid, fish and chips was kind of a cheap meal back then, not so much now. However, it is a treat, and if you do come to the seaside, of course you want fish and chips. You want fish and chips because it's an English dish, isn't it? A British tradition. I'll say British because I'm going to include the Welsh. The Welsh, is that right? Wales, the Wales people, the people of Wales, the people of Scotland, the people of England, the people of Ireland, Northern Ireland. Let's include everybody. Basically, it's fish and chips. So we're off there today. We're off for fish and chips. Now I've been told, so a little birdie tells me, that Papa's fish and chips. Not that bird. Just watch where you know. I know it's lucky, but leave it out. I've been told that Papa's fish and chips are the best fish and chips in Blackpool. Now it is controversial because everybody has their own favourite fish and chips. Now I know some of you are going to say Yorkshire Fisheries. Now if you look back at one of my other Blackpool videos, I actually went to Yorkshire Fisheries. I can't remember exactly what I gave them. You'll have to nip back and have a look. It was one of my Blackpool walk-arounds. Blackpool guides. But today we're off to Papa's. We're going to mark it out of 10. I want you guys to mark it out of 10 as well. Hopefully I'm going to enjoy it because I'm hungry, the sea air is giving me appetite, and I'm ready for fish and chips because I don't think since I've been back from the States, I don't think I've had fish and chips since I've been back. Oh no, I have. I had fish and chips in Mansfield a couple of episodes ago, but I mean, come on, Mansfield fish and chips? Nah, we want seaside fish and chips. Anyway, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button if you like the content. If you don't and you think it's crap, then don't. But anyway, there we go. And if you do like it, give us a thumbs up. And by the way, subscribing is free. It doesn't cost you a penny. Now, without further ado, my friends, let's go. You know, I've said this before and I've played this game with you before, and I have to say I like it though because I love reading the comments on this. But you walk along the Golden Mile and you've got fish and chip places, you've got candy floss, you've got your donut places, you've got your slot machines, your bingo, but you've also got your fortune tellers. Now on the wall there, I just walked by one up there and I've said it before, you've got the photographs there, but they're the faded photographs. There's never anybody new on them. You've got like, it's a bit windy, I just told you still there. You've got like people like Mr. Claypole off of Rent-A-Ghost, and I'm just trying to think of some others. This is why I want you to give me a hand. I don't know, Jimmy Cranky and the Crankies, or who's the other one? So I tell Frank Carson. You've got people like that, or Ted Rogers from 321, or who remembers Roy J?
You'll all be doing it tomorrow. Met my brother Spike. Spike Spook.
Slither Spook. Do you remember him? Pop it in the comment section down below. But who else? Ken Dodd normally, with all these faded pictures. There's never anybody new. Ruth Maddock from Heidi High. You know, they've got all these different people that's on these photos, and they're all faded and curled over at the edge. I don't know. If you're a fortune teller, do you not have any new celebrities now? Come on. Anyway, come on. I'm starving. I want these fish and chips. Onwards. You know, we've got the old trams coming here, and I've got to say, I've said this before in videos gone by, but in case you've not seen it, I love these old trams, and they just remind me of Coronation Street. I want to run in front of it, don't do that by the way, and go, Rita! Rita! Right, okay, so we've got Papa's over the road here now. My only problem with this is, it's a franchise, and I've said it before, and I'll say it again, every time you franchise something, you lose that authenticity and the original and how unique it is, and it just becomes basically another global empire that nobody really cares about, and it all becomes this. Like the one over the road there, you've got Harry Ramsden's. Originally, Harry Ramsden's was in Yorkshire, and it was a fantastic fish and chip shop. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I may be wrong, I'm pretty sure it was in Skipton. It was around that area because I used to go there with my mum and dad, and it was fantastic fish and chips. Now, I've had Harry Ramsden's before, just off of junction 29 of the M1 or something, at some shopping outlet there, and I went with my mum, and it was bloody awful because it was a franchise, and that's what's worrying me about Papa's, because it's not going to be, I already know, I'm going to be open-minded, but it won't be as good as your little fish and chip shops that you get probably in a back street somewhere. So I think these people here, I'm going to try it for the vlog. However, personally, I'll be open-minded. Let's reserve judgment. So let's go over. I'm probably going to go for the smaller one because I just want to review it. I'll go watch my weight, you know, watch my figure, and so we're going to go over there, watch my waistline, and we're going to mark them out of 10. I want you guys to mark them out of 10 as well on looks alone, and also the sound and the crispiness of the batter. We're going to go for mushy peas, and we're going to go for curry sauce as well. So there we go. So come on, onwards, my friends.
Hey!
Tell them to subscribe.
Subscribe!
Right, so here we go. You see, another award. BBC Britain's Best Fish and Chips, awarded to Papa's Fish and Chips. Doesn't say what year though, does it? Best of British Takeaways. Yeah. And who was it at the BBC that actually awarded it to them? Same people that removed Steve Wright in the afternoon? Controversial. Anyway, You can do takeaway around the corner, or we can do eat in. Obviously eating in is going to cost more. Decisions. I think we may go and eat in because it's, although shall we eat out? Decisions, I don't know. Oh. You know what? I'm going to eat in because it looks like it's going to rain. British weather. That's guaranteed, isn't it? Right, here we are, got music playing, so I'm going to try and keep my voice up. I'm going to take a seat here, we're going to look at the menu, then we've got to order it at the bar and give them my table number, which is 22. So let's take a look at the menu. Let's take a seat first. Oh, I tell you what, first of all, I do like what they've done here because they've actually printed the menu on a newspaper, and it smells like a newspaper as well. And your menu is actually inside here. I like that. Just take a closer look at this, my friends. I like that to start with. Right, okay, so I think we're going to go for haddock. I'm going to go for medium haddock, which is £10.99. Fresh fillets of haddock or cod prepared using their secret recipe batter. I bet it's not done in dripping though. Served with chips, a lemon wedge and tartar sauce upon request. Lemon wedge. To me that says they're trying to be posh, but yeah, there we go, controversial. We're going to go for the medium haddock then, and we're going to go for chips as well. You can also do a challenge here as well where you get a t-shirt. We're not going to be doing that. We're going to go for the medium haddock, chips, a curry sauce and a mushy peas. I'll get the receipt. I'm also going to get I don't know, maybe a sparkling water on the side or a Diet Coke or whatever. So kind of looking forward to this, and I'm going to be open-minded. Don't forget, I want you guys to mark this out of 10 as well on looks alone. So I'm going to go over and order it. Right, okay, so I've ordered. It came to a total of £17.16. That's for a medium haddock and chips, 1 mushy peas, 1 curry sauce and 1 large Diet Pepsi. I thought it was going to be more than that personally. However, if that is just for me, and as I say, if you've got a family of 4, then it mounts up. I mean, it increases your budget, but you could always get them to take away rather than eat inside. But there will be cheaper places as well and cheaper fish and chip shops. However, I am told that this is the best one. It does make me a little dubious when they put an award on the wall from the BBC that's probably from 1992 because the date's been removed as far as I can see. But you know, I'm going to reserve judgment and I'm going to be open-minded and give it a honest review. So I'm looking forward to this. Right, okay, my friends. So here we are. We've got the haddock and chips here. Looks good on first impressions. We've got the peas, we've got the curry sauce. The peas are not fluorescent, you're not going to see them from outer space. We've got ketchup here, which is in a nice little jar, very refined. Got a little piece of lemon there, controversial. We've also got the tartar sauce as well. Harrison's, I've not heard of that, but there we go, I'm sure it's okay. We've got the salt and vinegar, but before we go any further, take a closer look, my friends. okay, so let's get some salt and vinegar on. Now I have been listening to people where they've said don't put your salt on first because that washes the salt off. Put your vinegar on first. So I'm going to see, I do listen to the comments section down below. So we'll put the vinegar on first and then we'll put some salt on as well. There we go, let's put some salt on there. Right, and lemon, you see, I've also been told cut into the fish and put the lemon actually in there so it doesn't soggy the batter. See, I do listen. Right, let's cut into the fish first. Nice and crispy. Now then, big thing, is there any skin on it? No, don't think so. Can't see any skin. Oh, there might be actually underneath. I think there might be a little bit of skin on there underneath. Just a little bit. Very thin now, as you see there, look. Okay, well, let's go in for it. Have a look. Not too much skin, to be fair. I can't see a lot of it, maybe just in parts, which is odd. There we go, we're going to go in for the batter. The batter's quite crispy. Okay. Got a crispy batter. If anything, slightly anemic, but what bothers me is the actual how thin the fish is, but that seems to be a thing these days, like they've been run over by a steamroller. A little bit of skin on there, I think. Okay. Oh, that's hot. Right, okay, we'll go in for a chip. There you go, there's the chips. Okay, right, the chips. I feel the chips are a little undercooked. They've been doing, yeah, they seem a little undercooked to me. Right, let's go for the peas first, not curry sauce first. I'm going to go in for the peas. Bright sunshine coming through there. Right, okay. They actually remind me of the peas I used to have at school. Very strong pea taste. We're going to go in for the curry sauce. Not a bad consistency, tad runny if anything. But, oh, it's got a good kick to it. Yeah, nice. The curry sauce is nice. That has got a good kick to it. Right, what we'll do then, we'll eat this, come back to you, and we'll mark it out of 10. There you go. See you guys in a minute. Oh, hot. Right, just a half-term analysis. I have to say with the fish again, a very, very thin fish. But it does seem to be the thing these days. Again, when I went to the Fisherman's Wife in Whitby, very, very thin fish on the haddock. And very greasy as well. But right, I'll eat the rest of these. We'll reserve judgment. The curry sauce is nice, and we'll mark this out of 10 outside. Right, okay, let's get down to business. First of all, I've got to say, it makes it a bit more difficult for me because they kept coming over to me. They could see that I got a microphone on my camera here and everything. They did keep coming over. Is everything all right? Is everything all right? So can we get you anything else? Can we get you anything else? Is everything all right? And they were really nice, so it makes me feel a little bit guilty, I have to say. And the manager came over as well from Preston, and he asked me the channel. And if you're watching High, and it didn't look like he ate fish and chips, it looked like he worked out every day. But anyway, it makes it a little bit more difficult. However, I am going to be honest about it. First of all, the staff there were incredibly friendly, so put that aside for the moment, because the staff were spot on. So right, the chips, and I know you're going to say to me, oh well, you should have told them they were undercooked. I'm there to review the fish and chips. I'm not there to give them a second chance or to do anything like that on this review. The chips were undercooked. They were a little, like a bit raw, but not overly raw, but you know what I mean. There was a bit of a crunch to them, and I thought, and not on the outer, so the chips were a little undercooked, which is a shame. And the manager did say everything is fresh there as well, nothing is frozen. And the fish, but it's not just them with the haddock. Again, it was like it was rolled over by a steamroller. There was more batter than there was fish, which is worrying a little bit, or concerning. So the fish, and there was a tiny little bit of skin on it, but hardly any at all, so I'm going to overlook that. But the fish was very thin, and it was very greasy, I have to say. You could probably see for yourself. The curry sauce was, I'm going to say the best curry sauce that I've had. Very spicy and like a kind of sweetness to it as well, sweet, spicy. I thoroughly enjoyed the curry sauce. I didn't eat it all. The peas, I wasn't keen on the peas. They reminded me of the peas I used to have at school, where they brought them out, and it was actual, I don't know, it sounds odd because they are peas, but they got a really strong taste of pea, and it, you know, it wasn't for me, the peas. So where do we go? The batter. Well, as I say, the batter was, I know they've got a secret batter there, but it was a bit too greasy for me. Oh, I feel really bad because they were so nice, but I've got to be honest. And if you are watching, maybe when I'm back at this neck of the woods, maybe I'll pop in and give it another go. I know they've got them in Hull, they've got them all around. I'm going to put the service aside because the service was spot on. The actual food itself, to me, didn't live up to my expectations of what fish and chips should be like. I thought the fish was too thin, the batter was too greasy, the peas weren't that great, and the chips were undercooked. Price wise, if you're looking, I wasn't overly shocked at the price, I have to be honest, but it is overpriced if you've got a family of 4. It gets expensive, but that's not their fault. Every fish and chip shop's the same. Fish and chips are overpriced these days. I'm going to go with I'm going to take service into account, just to be fair, and I'm going to go, oh man, it made me feel bad coming over to me. 6.7, and I'll give you an extra point for the service because the service was spot on. I'm sorry, but I've got to be honest, not the best fish and chips I've tasted, and again not the worst. So there we go, that's Papa's in Blackpool. Maybe you've been, maybe you've had a different experience. It does differ on day to day, so and I know a lot of people in Hull swear by Papa's. Maybe the one in Hull is different. Anyway, that's all from me today. Remember, hit that subscribe button if you want to. It's free. If you don't and you think the content's rubbish, why have you come this far? Anyway, that's all from me today. Thanks for watching, and as I say, come to Blackpool. Spend some money in your own country for a bit. Go on, do it. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to go now and have an ice cream or something. See you guys later. Bye bye. Oh, the sea air, it just brings, it's making me really hungry. The sounds as well. Eyes down, number 12, or two fat ladies. I don't think you can say that anymore, can you? It's controversial. All the bingo shouting and everything, it's absolutely fantastic. It just brings me back to my, that's crap. That's just garbage, that's shit. You know, I love this game, I've said it before. Along here you've got all your entertainment places, you know, it's the Golden Mile, you've got Funland, but you've also got the fortune tellers. Got sand going in my face there. You've also got the fortune